the opportunity is there. You know what I'm saying? Like like it's so much money on the table out in the world. Like people got to go back 20, 30 years ago, and it wasn't as many superstars, athletes, or entertainers as it is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or as many entrepreneurs
Yeah.
as it is right now with the internet.
Information is everywhere, man.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So like the internet is a gift and a curse. Yeah, you gotta. The only bad thing about the internet is every fucking body got an opinion.
Yeah.
So this is why the young people, their stomachs got to be strong. You got to be able to accept somebody saying anything about you, because any person got to. The dude can be out there in Africa in the fucking safari, and he can get on the fucking computer and give you a negative comment. These people's opinions don't count. A person on the farm somewhere, opinion don't count for real. You got 100 comments, 90 of them good, 10 of them bad, but you let them 10 bad ones get to you. See what I'm saying? That's part of being weak-minded or having a weak stomach, because you come up in this era. My era, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm pushing forward. I'm pushing forward. I'm not going to stay stagnated or go low because of what you think about me, or you feel my hair wasn't right, or I'm dressing too young. Like, it's somebody else that just said my outfit looked great. They can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Then you got you saying, oh, well, he need to throw some older gear on. Then I got a picture with Air Force Ones. They ain't up to your standard. You know, I got a picture with the Louis Vuitton shoes on. Why he put them on? Like, come on, man.
You gotta gravitate towards the.
You gotta do what work for you. You can't please it. You can't spend time trying to please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. That's an impossible feat to accomplish. You can't make everybody happy. You gotta make you happy and be concerned with the people that love you and love what you do.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how you win. All that takes taking time out to deal with the negativity.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Today, we got some major updates in the hip-hop world, and you do not want to miss this. Big Meech has finally spoken out after the fallout with 50 Cent over Rick Ross, and things are looking interesting. But before we dive in, I want you to watch this video all the way to the end, because there's some key insight from Big Meech that will change the way you think about this whole situation. Now, if you've been following the drama, you know that the internet has been going wild ever since the BMF controversy blew up. Everybody's got an opinion, and that's exactly what Big Meech is talking about in his latest comments. Big Meech came forward and made it clear that the internet is both a gift and a curse. He pointed out that the bad thing about the internet is that everybody has an opinion, and not all of it matters. He says people get too caught up in negativity, letting just a few bad comments get to them while ignoring the positive feedback. He emphasizes that you can't make everybody happy, and trying to do so is a path to weakness. He's encouraging young people, and really anyone in the public eye, to have a strong stomach and keep pushing forward despite what people say online. He also talked about how the world has changed compared to 20 or 30 years ago. Back then, there weren't as many superstars, athletes, or entrepreneurs as there are now. Today, with the internet, information is everywhere, and everybody is watching. But that doesn't mean you let it control you. You do you. He said it's about making yourself happy and focusing on the people who truly love and support you. This is some real wisdom right here, and it's especially relevant for what went down with 50 Cent and Rick Ross. If you remember, Meech's homecoming event was supposed to be a huge celebration, with Rick Ross performing alongside other big-name artists from the South. But things went left when 50 Cent got involved. He pulled the rug out from under Meech, and that's when all the negativity started online. From memes to speculation about the fallout, the internet exploded, and fans were split. Some people were rooting for Meech, while others were ready to see drama unfold. It's a situation that shows how one headline or one bad comment can completely shift perception, and Big Meech is aware of that. Big Meech's comments also revealed a lot about his mindset. He said he's not going to let negativity slow him down or keep him stagnant. Despite the challenges with 50 Cent, he's pushing forward with his family and his brand. He talks about hustling in a way that goes beyond drugs. Being a true hustler means being able to flip any situation or product and make it work. That's exactly the mindset he and his son are taking as they navigate the fallout and figure out the next move. What's interesting is that he's acknowledging the difference between the streets and the corporate world. In the streets, reputation is everything, and you deal with situations directly. But when you move into a space like the corporate world, or even the entertainment industry with the BMF brand and the show, the rules are different. Now perception is everything, and even one misstep or one bad headline can affect your entire brand. That's why Big Meech's comments about ignoring the haters while still managing your brand are so important. He also dropped some insight about Rick Ross and how standing next to him put Meech in a tricky spot with 50 Cent. It affected his Welcome Home concert and the public perception of his return. Despite the challenges, Big Meech is staying focused on the bigger picture, growing the BMF brand, staying true to himself, and figuring out the next moves. He's thinking long term, and that's something a lot of people in his position fail to do. During his commentary, he talked about how people spend too much time worrying about what others think, whether it's about their outfits, their style, or even small details that don't matter. He makes it clear that you can't let others' opinions control you, because most of the time, those opinions come from people who don't even know you personally. It's about focusing on what works for you, your family, and your brand. This is a lesson for anyone in the public eye. Social media can either build you up or tear you down, depending on how you handle it. The fallout with 50 Cent was a wake-up call, but Big Meech is taking it as an opportunity to show that he's a true hustler. He's using this moment to strategize his next moves, not just for himself, but for his son and family. He's been in tough situations before, and this is just another one to navigate. He's proven that even when the odds are stacked against you, you can still come out on top with the right mindset and approach. Big Meech also made some comments about the larger entertainment world and how the industry works. He gave a shout out to people who are putting out real content and staying true to themselves instead of copying and pasting what everyone else is doing. He encouraged artists and comedians to create organic, authentic work and not get lost in the noise. This is a bigger lesson about building a brand that lasts. It's not just about fame or money. It's about integrity and respect in the industry. Even with all the setbacks, he's looking forward to new projects and collaborations. From comedy specials to supporting other artists, he's making moves to ensure his brand stays relevant and respected. He's showing that a true hustler doesn't sit around waiting for things to happen. They create opportunities and make moves even when the world is against them. And this brings us back to why this commentary from Big Meech is so important. He's speaking on things that a lot of people experience but rarely talk about. Handling criticism, staying focused despite setbacks, and knowing how to move forward when situations don't go as planned. Whether it's the fallout with 50 Cent, standing next to Rick Ross, or managing the BMF brand, these are lessons that go beyond the music world. They're lessons about resilience, focus, and smart decision-making. So, as you watch this video, keep in mind the bigger picture. Big Meech is showing us how to handle negativity, manage a brand, and stay true to himself even when the world is against you. This is not just about hip-hop drama. This is about mindset, strategy, and knowing how to win in life. He's encouraging people to focus on their supporters, ignore the negativity, and keep pushing forward no matter what obstacles come their way. Before I wrap this up, I want to remind you to stick around to the end because there's more insight from Big Meech that I didn't even touch on yet. He talked about long-term strategies, staying relevant in a changing world, and how to turn setbacks into opportunities. That's something we can all learn from, whether you're in business, entertainment, or just navigating life in general. So, to sum it up, Big Meech is showing us what it really means to be a hustler in today's world. He's focused, resilient, and smart about how he handles his brand, his family, and his public image. The fallout with 50 Cent over Rick Ross was just a test, and he's proving that he can adapt, strategize, and come out stronger than ever. He's giving lessons not just for entertainers, but for anyone who faces criticism and setbacks. Remember, it's about staying true to you, not letting negativity get in your way, and making the moves that matter for your future. Big Meech and his son are navigating this situation with a clear mind and a strategic approach, showing that setbacks don't define you, your actions do. The BMF brand is still alive, and Meech is making sure it continues to grow despite the challenges. If you've been following this story, you know there's more to come. Big Meech is a hustler, a strategist, and a man who knows how to handle the pressures of the spotlight. From his words about social media to the fallout with 50 Cent and Rick Ross, there's a lot to learn from his approach. And trust me, this is just the beginning. The next moves he makes will be interesting to watch, and we'll all be paying attention. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're going to keep bringing you the latest updates on Big Meech, BMF, 50 Cent, Rick Ross, and everything going on in this story. Stay tuned and watch closely, because this saga is far from over, and there's a lot more drama, insight, and strategy coming your way. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. And with that being said, let me know in the comments what you think about Big Meech's approach. Do you agree with him about ignoring negativity and focusing on your own brand? Or do you think the fallout with 50 Cent and Rick Ross was too much to overcome? Drop your thoughts below, because we're going to be reading and responding to the best ones. Remember, stay focused, keep pushing, and learn from the moves of the greats like Big Meech. This is a story about resilience, strategy, and the real meaning of being a hustler. Now, let's really break down what this all means. Big Meech's situation isn't just a regular celebrity feud. This is a clash that affects a whole brand. BMF isn't just a name, it's a legacy. From the streets to mainstream media, this brand has become something people look up to. And how he handles this moment is going to define him for years to come. His comments about the internet being both a gift and a curse really hit hard, because, let's be real, social media can make or break someone overnight. One tweet, one post, one meme can spread faster than wildfire. And Big Meech is making it clear, you can't let that control you. We've seen it happen to others in the past. Look at Max B, for example. A lot of people followed his journey closely, and perception played a huge role in the way his story unfolded. With Big Meech, we saw a similar pattern. Excitement around his homecoming, fans showing love, then suddenly a shift when 50 Cent got involved. The energy changed and the internet went wild, but Meech isn't letting that derail him. Instead, he's using it as a lesson in resilience and strategy. That's the mindset of a true hustler.
And speaking of 50 Cent, let's be real. He's a master of media manipulation. He knows exactly how to plant a seed online, stir the pot, and shift public opinion. By putting Big Meech in this position, it forced him to respond strategically. And that's exactly what Meech did. Instead of getting defensive or reactive, he came out with wisdom and perspective, talking about how not every opinion counts, how negativity is just noise, and how the people who truly matter are the ones who support you. That's the kind of thinking that separates a temporary figure from a legend. Rick Ross also plays a huge role in the story. Standing next to him put Big Meech in a complicated spot because of his history with 50 Cent. What should have been a celebratory moment turned into tension and speculation. But here's the thing, Big Meech isn't bitter, he's calculating. He's thinking about long-term moves, partnerships, and opportunities to grow BMF even bigger. This isn't just about proving a point to 50 Cent or reacting to social media. This is about securing the future of the brand, his family, and his legacy. And that brings me to another important point he made, the difference between being in the streets and moving into a corporate or entertainment space. In the streets, you operate a certain way. Respect is immediate and the rules are clear. But when you step into entertainment and corporate partnerships, things change. Perception, media, branding, all of it comes into play. Big Meech is navigating both worlds, and his ability to balance that is going to determine how successful he'll be moving forward. This is why his words about ignoring negativity and focusing on what works for you are so critical. He also highlighted something that a lot of people overlook, the importance of surrounding yourself with the right team. The people you trust, the people who support your vision, the people who understand your brand. They matter more than any comment online. Meech's strategy involves staying close to those who truly get what he's building and ignoring the outside noise. That's a lesson for anyone watching, whether you're in business, entertainment, or hustling your own brand. Now, let's talk about his son. Little Meech is part of this story too. The way they're handling this situation together shows a level of family unity and mentorship that isn't always visible in the public eye. Big Meech isn't just thinking about himself, he's thinking about setting up his son for success, teaching him the ropes and showing him how to navigate both the streets and the media world. That's legacy building in real time. And while we're on the topic of legacy, let's not forget the BMF TV show. The show gave fans a closer look at the family, the brand, and the hustle. But there were criticisms too. Some people said it was low production, some felt it didn't capture the full story. Big Meech and Rick Ross had discussions about taking the brand even further, maybe a bigger BMF movie or future projects that elevate the story properly. That's the type of forward thinking you need to succeed in any industry. You have to see beyond the moment and think about the bigger picture. Big Meech also emphasized the value of hard work and consistency. He's been in the game for years and he knows that short-term setbacks don't define you. What matters is how you respond. And right now, his response is clear. Stay focused, work harder, and create opportunities where others see obstacles. That's a mindset that can take anyone from being a spectator to being a leader in their field. Now, I know some of y'all are probably thinking, but what about 50 Cent? How does he fit into all this? Well, 50 Cent's role can't be ignored. His influence and ability to sway public opinion are real. But what's important here is that Big Meech isn't letting that power affect his strategy. He's not reacting impulsively, he's planning carefully, thinking about every move and staying true to his goals. That's what separates a hustler from someone who just reacts to drama. And the lessons here go beyond hip-hop. Whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, or just trying to make moves in life, this story is a blueprint for handling criticism, setbacks, and competition. Ignore the noise that doesn't matter. Focus on your supporters, and always keep your long-term vision in mind. Big Meech is showing us how to stay strong, handle criticism, and turn challenges into opportunities. And before I close out, I want to drop one more point that Big Meech made. Perception is everything. One bad headline or one viral post can change the trajectory of a brand or career. That's why it's important to control your narrative, surround yourself with the right people, and keep your eyes on the prize. Big Meech isn't just talking the talk, he's walking the walk. And that's what makes this story so powerful. So, if you've stayed with me this far, you're seeing the bigger picture. This isn't just about drama or beef. It's about resilience, strategy, and building a legacy that lasts. Big Meech, Little Meech, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, all these names are part of a bigger story about power, influence, and perseverance. And trust me, we're going to be watching closely to see what happens next. Make sure you stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the next chapter of this story is going to be wild. Big Meech is a hustler, a strategist, and a man building a legacy that goes beyond the streets and beyond social media. And if you've been paying attention, you know this is just the beginning.